What's up, everybody? How we doing? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, here to give you a betting preview for the Elite Eight matchup between FAU and Kansas State. Pretty insane that we have these two teams facing off here in the Elite Eight. FAU here after taking down Memphis in the first round, lucked out a little bit in the second round with FDU beating Purdue, and then had a really impressive showing coming back when they were down a little bit against Tennessee. For the Kansas State side here after an impressive victory over Kentucky where they somehow weren't the favorites despite being the 3 seed. Again, kind of lucked out with Michigan State taking out the 2-seeded Marquette in this region. So neither of the top 2 seeds obviously made it to the Elite Eight, nor did the 4 seed. Pretty interesting stuff. So again, what I'm going to be doing is giving you a little bit of a betting preview for this game. Granted, when I am recording this, I'm recording this right after the games ended between these two teams, right just after FAU defeated Tennessee. So not all sportsbooks have their odds posted yet for this game, but there has been some really interesting line movement literally in like the 15 minutes since I started checking these lines. So the spread initially opened up. DraftKings was the first one to the market. They had this spread priced at -1. Then Betway had their odds posted. They are at -1.5. Then we had BetOnline post their odds at Kansas State -2. And then Circa was the last one all the way at -1, but they're heavily juicing the Kansas State side of it. So for me, the money line also, I should say, opened up at about -120 on DraftKings and Betway, was quickly bet up to -130. Looking at this game, I am actually riding with Kansas State on this one. There are my favorite play is the Kansas State money line. I ended up taking it at -130 just based on how the lines have moved and where the money is going. I would expect this spread and this money line to close in a little bit heavier favor of Kansas State, just tracking again where the line is moving. Obviously, Kansas State has become somewhat of the darlings of the tournament. Most notably, obviously, the 5'8" guard Noel. He has just been incredible for Kansas State. 19 points, 18 assists. And the best part, which everybody remembers, was him pretending to argue with the coach in OT. The game's tied, throws an alley-oop, basically just pulled the okie doke on all of these teams. Game tied in overtime. And it was also impressive the way Kansas State was able to bounce back, right? They had the lead, pretty decent lead, 5 or 6 points in the closing minutes of the game. Let Michigan State come back and force overtime after Kansas State missed the last shot. In overtime, Michigan State took an early lead. Kansas State came back, obviously, ended up closing out the game. Just a really impressive showing. Not to take anything away from Florida Atlantic, obviously, an impressive showing for them as well. Tennessee, the risk in backing Tennessee was their offense just could get stagnant. Their defense was incredible. Their offense could get stagnant, and that's exactly what happened. So props to Florida Atlantic for being able to stop Tennessee's offense and to be able, in the second half, went on like that 15-2 run or something. At one point, they took a 10-0 lead against Tennessee in their top-ranked defense in all of college basketball. So again, just based on where the money is going and how things have been trending, I am definitely riding with Kansas State. I put a unit and a half on Kansas State money line at -130 odds. So I definitely recommend those of you watching this, if you're tailing, to comment and let me know. Other than that, I would appreciate those of you watching if you could give me a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then again, I mentioned comment. If you want to, you can hit me up on social media at my Twitter handle that has been on the screen here. Link to it is also in the description of the video as well. And that's all I got. So I appreciate everybody watching. Enjoy the games and have a good one.